Hello everyone, welcome back to Dragonfire Outdoors. I'm your host, Adam Slavens, and today we're going to be going over my top 10 best EDC items that I think everyone needs. Now, this is my personal top 10 list. If you guys do disagree with what I have on my list, or you want to add or change stuff to my list, please leave a comment down below. And if you are new to this channel, please leave a like and subscribe. Now, as every top 10 list on the internet, there are some honorable mentions. My first honorable mention, which I think was pretty much a cop-out, was food and water. You can have snacks pretty much at any time with you. I think having snacks in your vehicle is a very important thing. One of the things that you need to survive is food and water. So if you have like a couple packages of meat sticks, something that you just eat regularly, just leave some in your vehicle. You can snack on them, just rotate them out. And try and eat them within a reasonable amount of time. You don't want the food that you're storing to go bad. But I do believe having a snack with you at all times is pretty good. Especially, let's say you get stranded somewhere, you get stuck in like a campsite or something a couple extra days, you have some extra food with you guys. My second honorable mention, I believe, is a good broad brim hat. I like my good regular just ball caps, but a broad brim hat is really good for working out in the sun. These keep the sun off your neck and off your face pretty much all day. If it starts to sprinkle or rain, it also kind of keeps the rain out of your face. I think they're pretty good. So let's go ahead and get into my top 10 list. Number 10, which is something I carry with me in my truck, pretty much with me pretty much every single day, is a pair of sunglasses. You don't really need the most expensive sunglasses to keep the sun out of your eyes, but they are good, especially let's say you're driving and there's bad glare or something, you can throw your sunglasses on. It's pretty good. Or let's say you are hunting or fishing or something, it's best to keep the sun out of your eyes, keep you focused on what you're doing. Sunglasses do that. I like having a pair of polarized glasses, especially when I'm going fishing or going out in the snow, because the snow and the water when you're fishing could give your eyes like some sort of like sunburn themselves. Not very good, not very fun. Now, number 9 would be a notebook. I think every outdoorsman needs to keep track of what they are doing in the woods. I really like these Write in the Rain notebooks. I got a small one inside my little booklet here. These are the smaller size. You can fit these in your pocket pretty much anytime. These larger ones here, you can put them in your back pocket if you got a pretty decent sized pair of jeans, but they're pretty good to throw in a backpack. These ones here, of course, they have like their little tools on them. They got a little tape measure on the side. They have some conversions and stuff in here. Pretty helpful whenever you guys are in the woods and you need some quick help. Also, cool thing about these notebooks, since they are waterproof, you can use them pretty much any time of the year. I like it whenever I go hunting, or let's say I go scouting. I can leave notes of where I see deer sign or turkey sign or whatever I'm hunting. Leave a quick note. I think some of the best hunters in the world use a notebook just to track where they're scouting deer, where they've seen deer, all the deer movements, sign, weather patterns, etc. I think the more you track, the more records you do keep, the better of a deer hunter or outdoorsman you are. I can go fishing, anything really. Let's say if you're fishing a new lake or something, and you need to note where your fishing spots will be, notebook is the best place to do it. I like keeping a physical notebook compared to a note app, because I like having like the physical paper in my hands whenever I write stuff down. I think like apps are really cool and really useful, but having the physical notebook is also useful as well. Alright, let's get into my number 8, which would be the thing you have to write in your notebook with. I think just having an ink pen on you in general is pretty good, or just a regular mechanical pencil. I like having these in my pocket pretty much all the time. Let's say you forgot your notebook and you need to take notes on something. You can find a piece of paper and use your ink pen on anything. The type of ink pens I really like are these S-Gel Sharpies. I don't know if you guys can see that there. That's This is regular Sharpie S gel. They come in different colors, different types. I think these are one of the smoothest writing pens on the market. They are a gel pen, so you gotta be careful when you're writing in like a write in the rain or something. You gotta give it some time to dry. If not, they smear really bad. My next best pen to write inside like one of those is like a F301 Zebra pen. This is the exact ones I usually use. They have the metallic cylinders on them, so I think it's always good to have some sort of defensive weapon with you at all times. And these stainless steel barrels, they're sharp and pointy. I don't really have to go into explaining how good and useful that is. But yeah, I think a good ink pen is always good to have with you at all times. Let's get into number 7. Number 7 here, I believe most people wouldn't think of this as something they should carry with them. I think writing things down is good, and writing your own thoughts down is good, but I think you should also listen to other people's thoughts and ideas. So my number 7 item would be any sort of reading material. This here is my NIV Holy Bible. It is the pocket edition. They make these fit just perfect inside your back pocket. I think it's always good to have any sort of reading material. It doesn't have to be a Bible. It could be a magazine. Could be like a novel. It doesn't really matter as long as you can carry it with you and read it. I think the better we become at reading other people's ideas and listening to ideas, the better as a person we do become. So I think also, let's say you do get stranded someplace and you do have a book with you, you won't be alone. You got someone else's ideas and thoughts keeping you sane inside some sort of like distressful like environment. So that leads into my number 6. I think my number 6 item can help you do lots more things that are physically useful, not just mentally, and that is a flashlight. I think whatever type of flashlight you do choose, needs to fit what you do for a living. A lot of people that need their hands to work will carry a headlamp with them. Let's say you're an electrician or you're a mechanic or something. You just need your hands to work on the object that you're working on. A good headlamp will keep you seeing what you're able to see. I think a regular flashlight is also good. These things here fit in your pocket pretty good. You come in several different flavors. This one here is just a cheap one I got at Menards. It's like a Coast G22. They keep one singular AAA battery in there, and I only have to change batteries once every few months. I think if you're doing like inspections on stuff, a little cheap flashlight like this, you can pick up, shine whatever you need to. Let's say you have to look in a hole or something. They're just really useful. A lot of people don't think about having a flashlight on them. Number 5. Number 5, a lot of people also wouldn't think of being an EDC item because they just have them with them pretty much at all times anyways, but that is some sort of watch. The watch I got here is my Fitbit Versa Lite. This is the one I've been carrying with me lately. I like it because it tracks my steps and my heart rate. I've been trying to work out a little bit more lately, and keeping track of my steps is pretty good at keeping me within my goal of 6,000 to 10,000 steps. It just depends on what level of activity I do for the day. I think having a watch on you to keep your time, let's say you are in a stressful situation, knowing what time of day things are will help you out, help you get you oriented, let's say, keep you on a schedule. I think watches are very useful. They've been used for thousands of years with sundials, what have you. Everyone in history of time has been trying to keep track of time, and that is to keep you in like some sort of regular like life schedule. Now, number 5. Number 5. This is only at number 5 because I think a lot of people don't have access to one of these. There's a lot of states trying to get rid of your rights to own one of these. I know several countries in this world don't allow you to have one of these, and that is a good conceal and carry firearm. I don't really have to explain much about the usefulness of being able to conceal and carry your weapon. This is my Taurus G2C. I bought like a cheap classic just holster for it off Amazon. These here are great. Protect you, your family, and the people around you. Now, there are some states that have constitutional carry, concealed carry. I think if you are allowed to carry one, you should carry one. I think everyone has the right to protect themselves, and this just enforces that right. Now, a couple of things on that. I do think if you've never held a firearm, never really been around firearms for most of your life, I think you need to go through a class of to like one of your regular firearm classes. You got your conceal and carry courses. You got just general firearm safety courses, just all around the country. If you guys never had your hands on a firearm, you guys need to go take one of those courses. Learn how to use one. Learn how to be safe with a firearm. These things are dangerous. I think a lot of people that are really big into firearms kind of go past that. These things are dangerous. You can hurt yourself with them. You can hurt other people with them. So learning how to use them properly and learning how to defend yourself properly will be best for everyone's interest around you. Now, if you are a conceal and carry state, you don't have to have a course or a class to keep one on you, but I do suggest you still go take one. These ones, and like, let's say my home state of Missouri, it's a constitutional carry place. However, you can still get charged for carrying your firearm in places you shouldn't unless you have a conceal and carry license. I think there's also beneficial things of learning inside conceal and carry course, like what other states you can carry your firearm in, situations you can use your firearm in. I think they go over the legalities really well in most of those courses. I am a UCCA member, United States Conceal and Carry Association member. They go over their insurances and everything when you take most of these courses. I think they are some of the best in the nation. I think if you do own a firearm, you need to go and train yourself with that firearm. Depends on what you want to use your firearm for, but for me, I think having a conceal and carry is one of the best ways to protect you and your family. Majority of people's lives taken with a firearm is bad, but I think more people are saved each year with a firearm than killed by a firearm. At least that's what the CDC has been saying. So I think you should be able to carry a firearm anywhere, but I know there's some laws against it, so that's why it's not number one on my list. I think a lot of people still have a misunderstanding of what firearms are meant for. So there's a lot of horrible discourse that goes on in our country with that. I think if you are serious about getting one, you should get trained with one, bare minimum. Now, if you've been around firearms your entire life, I understand why you wouldn't want to, but there are some benefits of getting trained. So take that with what you will. I'll get off my soapbox on that, and let's go down to number 3. Let's see here. Number 3. Good pocket knife. Or knife in general. I think anyone should have a knife in their pocket. These things are excellent tools at getting stuff done. I couldn't find my multi-tool, but if you have a multi-tool and you really need like a screwdriver or plier mixed with a pocket knife, you should carry one of those. But these here are just some of the pocket knives I do have. I have a quite extensive collection. I think each one have their different uses. I think sometimes you need a fixed blade knife, sometimes you need a folding knife. It just depends on what you want to use, whether you're just cutting boxes all day or what have you. I think a pocket knife is a really good tool to have on you. I think fixed blade knives are really good, useful for survival. Let's say you're hunting in the backwoods. I think having a good long fixed blade knife. This one here is probably one of my favorites I got right now. I don't even know what it is. Mossy oak. It's a big long hunting knife. I've used this several times whenever I'm chopping wood or something. If I want to whittle out a quick survival bow, you can do that with one of these knives. I think these things are excellent tools, and I believe everyone should have one with them at all times. I carry one with me pretty much every single day. It just depends on what I want to carry for the flavor of day. I think most of the time I got with me right now is my Benchmade CLA. I like it because it has pretty decent steel. I don't have to sharpen it so much. These ones can be a little pricey, but I do have several budget options, which I'm willing to make a video about if you guys are interested. Number two, I keep with me pretty much every day as well. I believe everyone needs to carry some sort of lighter. I think lighters are excellent tools. If you ever get in a situation where you're stranded in the middle of winter, you need warmth, a lighter, you can start a fire really quickly. Same way if you're surviving, you need fire to boil stuff. These things here, excellent. A lot of people carry those little magnesium striker, whatever crap. That's great. I mean, those work, they do the job, but man, every single time, can't beat it. I think a lot of people get lost in the nostalgia of using a old style or even a more primitive style of fire lighting method. But if I'm out surviving, dude, a lighter will get you safer, faster than trying to deal with like any sort of magnesium striker. Now, I do have to say, if these do get wet or something, it is a pain in the butt to get them dry again. However, there's ways to do that. We can always make a video on that in the future. But let's go ahead and get into my number one best item to carry with me. So, number one best item to carry with me every single day. One of the best tools the world has created. And a lot of people will scoff at this idea, but I think the best tool we got nowadays is a cell phone. A lot of people wouldn't think of a cell phone as an EDC item, but dude, these things are a small computer in your pocket that can get you pretty much any information you want at any point in time. These things here will also work as a camera to protect you in certain situations. We've seen several situations across the internet where someone's being attacked or something. They get video footage of the person. They're able to go back and arrest the other person. A cell phone. There's several apps on these. I can get my Onyx app for all my maps. I can use Google Maps. I can use Google Translate. I can use a lot of things with this. As long as I have service, I can do pretty much anything I want on this device. These things are tools. They have notebooks. They have video and voice recording. They have access to 911 pretty much at any point in time. Let's say I'm getting attacked. I don't have any of my weapons or anything on me. 911, hey, I'm being attacked. This is where I'm at. Boom, done. Some of these have SOS mode with GPS trackers in here. I get stranded, middle of nowhere. I'm not able to reach out. Some of these have little GPS SOS things in there where you hold it down, and it can also be pinged off satellites. There's a lot of cool things with these. Depending on what you got, how old it is, and what you use it for, they can be really detrimental or they can be really useful. A lot of people get stuck in these things way too much. A good cell phone, though, is one of the best tools to get you out of any situation. As long as you have power to it, you're pretty well set to being saved. I think if you're stranded, these are some of the best items to call for help. Yeah, you can do it with a smoke signal, SOSs, reflectors, and all that other bullshit. But calling for help beats them all. I don't care who you are. I think if you have your cell phone in your pocket, this is the best tool to save your life. I don't know how many times, each year, a cell phone has saved someone from some dumb accident in this world. But man, just being able to call 911, or hell, you can download even Coast Guard, you can download National Guard, you can download all these phone numbers to your phone. If you can't reach a 911, hell, you can reach someone. Okay? I don't care who it is, you need a cell phone in your pocket. Especially this day and age, cell phones have gotten way better. Service across the world has been better. Even if your phone's not international capable, if you're stuck international, I'm pretty sure they can ping your phone no matter what. Especially modern iPhones and modern like Galaxy phones. They have several SOS functions built into them that if you are stranded or they are searching for you, they can find you. Now that goes to show, let's say you are in a situation where, you don't want to be tracked or don't want to be known where you're at. A cell phone could be used against you, but let's not get into fantasy. If you're doing something like, say, you're going hiking in the middle of a wilderness and you need to be saved, a cell phone or a satellite phone or something where you can call out for help at any point in time is going to be one of your best options. Same way, like a natural disaster hits and you're stuck in your house, your cell phone you can call and you can direct them directly where you are. You can't beat it for the money. I'd rather spend, hell, you can get super cheap phones. I'd rather spend like $200 or $300, get a relatively decent phone, and not have to worry about it, have an extended battery life, and be able to save myself in a situation than have something cheap, poorly functional device and not be able to get saved. All these other things are great. Don't get me wrong. I think having a way to protect yourself with like the pistol or a pocket knife, these other tools can keep you alive longer. But to be honest with you, if someone's not out there trying to get you back home, then some of these things just are useless. If you are not trying to get back home or get back to home base somehow, some way, and I believe having a phone that you can call a freaking taxi if you need to, an Uber. You can Uber pretty much anywhere in this country. I'd rather you do that than be carrying a bunch of useless crap with you. Like, it doesn't make sense. Like, what are you going to do in the middle of the United States? You get lost or your car breaks down. You're not going to use your pocket knife to try and save your car. You're going to call a tow truck real quick, get you back home. There's a lot of other things you can do with a phone, but the simplest ones, just being able to call someone. I think that's what everyone needs to understand. We can have all this cool gear, but if you're not making it back home, it's all useless, to be honest with you. Yeah, you could save your life with all these other things. They have their use cases. Let's say your phone's damaged and you're broken and you're stranded in the middle of nowhere. You can use a lighter to light you a fire. You can use your pocket knife, whittle you a spear or something, kill game, what have you. Use your pistol, your concealed and carry pistol to hunt with. There's so many different uses for everything. But I think a phone to call someone for help is always better than all those things. I'd rather have help. If I need to survive, I'd rather have help than just, gritting down and just doing it by myself. I'd rather call someone and get me out of the situation faster and quicker than I could do myself. However, I do understand there's circumstances where that doesn't work. But at the end of the day, 95% of the time, your phone will get you out of a situation faster than anything else in this modern age. And a lot of people need to start understanding that, whether you pull up a map to find your way back to the trail, or you pull up, 911 and save you from, whatever situation. Trust me, there's more uses than you can count with one of these devices. You can learn how to do anything off the internet nowadays. So always keep your phone on you, keep yourself safe, and keep the world, at its own bay. Thank you guys for watching. Like I said, if there's anything else that you would want to add to this video or you want to change, please leave a comment down below. Thank you guys for watching Dragonfire Outdoors.